Now 2021 will bring about a new hope, and with that, of course, a lot of people will go out and buy a new car. And the flavor of the season seems to be electric vehicles. So here's all the electric vehicles that you can go and buy in 2021. And of course, if you want to make things even more exciting, we also have a list of all the performance cars that will be making their way to India this year. Said to be the first all-electric Audi in India, the e-tron has a 95 kWh battery pack and 2 electric motors, which can produce a combine of 408 horsepower, giving the ability to clock a 0 to 100 time in just 5.7 seconds. The sister model to the Porsche Taycan, the Audi e-tron GT, is set to be offered in regular, S and RS trims. The concept featured a dual-motor, all-wheel drive electric powertrain producing 590 horsepower and 813 Nm of torque, with a 96 kWh battery providing a claimed range of 400 km. The Jaguar I-Pace will be launched in India around March 2021 and will be powered by a dual-motor setup, producing a combined 400 horsepower and drawing power from a 90 kWh lithium-ion battery pack. It has a claimed range of 470 km on the WLTP cycle. The I-Pace will be offered in 3 trim levels in India, with buyers getting complimentary 5-year service package and 5 years of roadside assistance. In addition, they will also get an 8-year or 160,000 km battery warranty. Mahindra is readying the all-electric version of the XUV300 named the e-XUV300, which will be built on Mahindra's Electric Scalable and Modular Architecture or MESMA platform. The e-XUV300 is expected to be offered with a 350-volt powertrain, with a more powerful 380-volt variant expected to join the lineup going forward. Mahindra is set to offer 2 battery pack options, a smaller, more affordable battery with a 200 km range and a more expensive and longer range version with 375 km range. The higher spec variant could be positioned as a more attainable alternative to the Hyundai Kona Electric and the MG ZS EV. Porsche's first crack at building an all-electric 4-door sports car resulted in the birth of the Taycan. Set to be offered in our market in the 4S, Turbo and Turbo S forms, the Taycan also stands out for being the first car to use an 800-volt electrical system, allowing charging at 350 kilowatts. The Taycan's 2 electric motors produce a combined 625 horsepower and 850 Nm of torque in the turbo, resulting in a 0 to 100 km time of just 3.2 seconds. The range-topping Turbo S makes a colossal 761 horsepower and 1050 Nm of torque with an overboost function. It gets to 100 in just 2.8 seconds. 2021 will mark the long-overdue India debut of the world's most famous EV maker, Tesla. The EV specialist will debut in India with the Model 3, for which deposits have been accepted from Indian buyers way back in 2016 when the Model 3's global launch happened. Available in single or dual motor variants, the range of the Model 3 varies from 423 km to a whopping 568 km. Tesla could also go the direct sales route in India, a model that it has used successfully in markets abroad. The first all-electric model from Volvo is the XC40 Recharge, which made its global debut in 2019. The XC40 Recharge features a 78 kWh battery, 2 204 horsepower electric motors, 1 for each axle, producing a combined of 408 horsepower and 660 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 takes 4.9 seconds and a claimed range of over 400 km on a WLTP cycle. Volvo had previously revealed that it is keen to assemble the electric XC40 in India, which could result in a relatively competitive price. From green cars, let's shift our focus to the mean cars. Here's a list of all the performance cars that will hit our market in 2021. The Audi RS5 and S5 Sportback have both received an update in 2020 and will make it to India this year. While both get updated styling, the RS5's nostril vents, an homage to the original Quattro, ape those on the RS6 and the RS7. Both cars also get updated infotainment with the 10.1-inch screen and Audi's updated MMI tech. For many, the biggest talking point with the new BMW M3 and M4 are their polarizing vertical kidney grills. But look beyond them and there is a lot more to talk about. Both cars are powered by a 3-litre twin-turbo inline-6 making 408 horsepower in standard form and 510 in the competition variants. In India, there will only be an automatic option on order in all likelihood. The facelifted Mustang will finally be launched in India in 2021 with a more powerful 450 horsepower V8 and a 10-speed automatic gearbox. Considering the fact that the Mustang has always been a popular option in India, expect this one to do well too. What will certainly be one of the most extreme Lamborghinis to ever make it to India, the road homologated version of the racer that won the 24 Hours of Daytona 3 times, the Huracan STO, gets a 5.2-litre V10 that makes 640 horsepower and is rear-wheel drive. 0 to 100 is dispensed off in just 3 seconds. The gorgeous MC20 is Maserati's first all-new sports car in a decade and a half. The MC20 has a 3-litre twin-turbocharged petrol V6 producing 630 horsepower and 730 Nm of torque. Power is delivered to the rear wheels through an 8-speed automatic dual-clutch gearbox, and 0 to 100 is taken care of in just 2.9 seconds, with 0 to 200 taking 8.8. The top speed of the MC20 is claimed in excess of 325 km per hour. The GT Black Series packs the most powerful series production AMG V8 yet, a 4-litre twin-turbo unit that puts out a whopping 730 horsepower. Incidentally, it also holds the current Nürburgring lap record for production cars. The new Porsche 911 GT3 will have a 4-litre naturally aspirated flat 6 making over 500 horsepower and the option of a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed PDK automatic. Of course, the big talking point, that massive rear wing.
Now that is definitely a bunch of hot metal to choose from if you are a performance car enthusiast. Which is the one you like the most and which is the car that you are looking forward to seeing on the roads of India very soon? Let us know in the comment section below, and of course visit our website autocarindia.com to get all the information on all these cars. Thank you so much for watching.